welcome back. This is a video on my series Aging. So if you're interested in watching one of those videos, by all means stay tuned and we shall get into it. If you're not, by all means click out if this isn't for you. So thanks guys, and let's get talking. Welcome back to my Aging series. In this video we're going to be talking about forgetfulness. That's right. As we age, the brain, which is a muscle, also starts to degenerate, which is Alzheimer's, dementia. You know, our brain literally starts to diminish in its capacity, and we have to constantly exercise that muscle just like other muscles in order to keep it usable, frankly. Ways to do that are, you know, I think for me personally, you know, staying socially active, making sure that I'm interacting, that I'm continuing to do things that keep me engaged. I love to read. I love to watch tons of informational documentaries and things like that. I love learning things. Anytime I can learn a new skill or learn something new about the world that we live in, I absolutely thoroughly enjoy it. Another way to exercise your brain is by crafting and doing things like that. So for those of you that are doing things like pocket letters and daily planners and things like that, exercising your brain in that way, in that capacity, is actually a really, really good thing. As for myself, I noticed that, you know, the forgetfulness, the things that I start to see in my own situation that I find extremely frustrating, and at times I find myself even angry at myself, is like when I'm in the middle of doing something and then I'm struck by this thought instantaneous, like, oh, I need to go do this, and then I instantly seek to go do whatever it is, like, you know, get an ingredient from the refrigerator for a meal that I'm making. And then I get to the deep freeze, and then I stand there looking blankly into the deep freezer like, what did I come in here for? I absolutely despise those kind of moments, and they are getting more and more frequent. Now, I've come up with a few coping mechanisms to try and help me not be like that, because I know as we age, that muscle deteriorates. So things that I do to try and cope with forgetfulness is, as soon as I have a thought, I try to either type it into my phone or jot it down so that I can look back on that and go, oh yeah, I need to do that, or oops, you know, yeah, I better do this right here, or oh yeah, that's what I was in here for. Honestly, it isn't an embarrassing thing, and it's something that not many of us want to admit to, but it does happen to us, and it is part of the aging process. Being forgetful, misplacing your keys, losing track of items, whether they be clothing items or physical items. Like, I'm constantly misplacing flashlights. I don't misplace my keys because I finally have made up my mind that my keys are always going to go on the key ring. They're either hanging on the key ring by the door or they are in my purse. They are one of the two places. So combating that, I've decided that for things that I'm constantly misplacing, they must always be put back in an exact location. So you almost have to pick up like OCD skills in order to compensate for the forgetfulness of misplacing items. So I have become very ritualistic in where I place things now. I always hang my specific like fur coat in an exact location. I always hang certain shirts in certain locations. Dresses I organize according to season and things like that. It's so that I can find them. It's not because I'm terribly OCD, but you almost have to develop an OCD kind of skill set or mind placement thing to compensate for the forgetfulness. So you have to come up with new coping mechanisms to handle what you're being dealt. And my particular coping mechanism for forgetfulness is either jotting down letters to remind myself, little stick-it notes or whatever, to remind myself that I need to do this or that, or putting things in the exact same location so that they are always there, so that I can always find them, so that I don't find myself wanting to pound my forgetful brain into a wall. So anyways, that's it for this, guys. If you have any comments, suggestions, ideas, by all means, let's hear them. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you have some forgetful moments that you're not too bashful to share, by all means, share them. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Mwah. Love you all. As always, love yourselves, and be kind to others. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.